I am the God man, living, learning his plan. This is teaching, never preaching, I'm the future advance. I'm the reason that you're reaching to the knowledge in this season. I'm the universe, lyrically in tune to work. My black magic beat is savage, so this music is my passion. I use a verse to break the spell, but the devil did his work on the small minds while he running his turf. Rap niggas want respect, but these chickens are jerked. Talking spicy, love money, love sex, dummy. Love disrespect instead of building connects. To be the best of ourselves on this planet called hell. I see a lot of Satans having your conversations about your life within the matrix, but you never learn to change it. Practicing your rituals to keep us in your cages, and my people do the same thing to keep us in that placement. Arguments of hatred, it stops with my engagement. We gotta step within our greatness. We gotta set the record straight. We gotta step within our greatness. We gotta set the record straight. We gotta step within our greatness. We gotta set the record straight. We gotta step within our greatness. We gotta set the record straight.
Get too heavy into rap beef, but this Kendrick Lamar Drake rap beef has sparked a lot of interesting discourse surrounding being black and the very different thing of black American culture. Mixed black people, don't ever let nobody question your blackness. But I think the reason why all of this has gotten so convoluted is because people have a tendency to confuse race with culture. Now, I know mixed people that are fully immersed in black culture. I know people that grew up directly in America, have 2 black parents, but don't know nothing about black culture. So when we're talking about people coming and inserting themselves unnecessarily into our culture, we're not talking about race, baby. Every other group of people has their culture that they cultivated and they're responsible for it and they monetize it if they want to. But black American culture is something that is always up for grabs. We seldom get to monetize it ourselves, and we seldom get the credit for it. And we can't police and have boundaries on who says what within our culture, and that's a problem. The fact that Adam 22 thinks he even has a voice to speak on our culture is a problem. That's our fault. We got to be stingier with this. The fact that a black woman could tell DJ Vlad or whatever his name is that he need to sit this one out and he try to get her fired from her Princeton job. Yeah, that's a problem. And Vlad, you've been needing to sit your ass down, and you can't try to come from my job. I work for myself, baby. All I'm saying is if you didn't grow up with this black American culture, you don't know this culture, you don't respect this culture, then don't speak on this culture.
Peace. This is A&B African Band Born. Welcome to Random Thoughts, where I give you 5 to 10 minutes of a random thought. Everything that the sister addressed is right and exact. And the reason why she's not afraid of it, because like she said, she works for herself. You know what I'm saying? And even if I work for somebody, right, and which I do, where I work for the city, but I also have my own business going, right? And you shouldn't be afraid to speak on your culture, which she's not. And she's not going to be afraid to speak on something that she stands on. I've always loved her talking. Like she's one of the few sisters I actually sit and listen to, because she has a purpose and she's living her purpose and she speaks on it unapologetically. And there's nothing better than that, especially coming from sisters where this is your time to really step in as teachers. Men, we're always going to be teachers, but we need our sisters to go out there and give the unapologetic truth, especially on the things that she said about DJ Vlad, which I think is a sucker. I don't like DJ Vlad, and he's trying to get people fired for opinions that are actually factual. Vlad need to sit his ass down. He been need to sit his ass down. All right, our culture, we need to be stingy with our culture, because think about it. White folks steal shit and they're stingy with the shit that they stole because they don't really have a culture. I'm not trying to disrespect, but it is what it is. Look at your historical references. Everything comes from somebody else. All right, religion comes from somebody else. All right, your culture, or whatever you call cultures, and your cultural references. That's why you have a dude, I forgot his name. He's a young white dude trying to tell black folks that braids didn't come from black people. They came from the Nordic braid. All right, who's older, the Nordics or the Nubians and Africans? You know what I'm saying? Our story, we know that Africans predate all races of people, so therefore we created culture way before anybody else had some form of culture. All right, and when you talk about the braid, all right, look at the Nordic braid and look at the African braid and see which one is see how it looks. Which one is more experienced? Which one has more experience in braiding here, and who has better braids, by the way? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is not about race, it's about culture, right? But at the same time, race plays into it because people look at the wrong thing. When we talk about black culture, we're talking about the essence. We're talking about like how we live. That's why when it comes to hip hop, we give it up too much. We give up, all the things that we created: R&B, music, fucking, even entertainment. When black folks got into it, we added our culture to it. It became better. It became more attractive. And they still treat us like shit because we don't capitalize and we don't be stingy with what we create. Which is why hip-hop is on a shit fucking slide in the music industry. It's not a shit slide in the culture. Us out here, we moving up. We ain't moving down. But those that are in the freaking industry are moving down because you gave it to these devils that decided, okay, we're going to control everything, and if you have something against it, then we're going to try to shut you down. You can't shut down somebody you never supported. You see what I'm saying? So everything the sister said about culture, I don't really need to say. She said it the best, and I'm going to leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to put on Random Thoughts to give her props. You can see her Instagram page on the video. You can see the the little icon and all that. Check her out, listen to her, learn. All right? That's my thought in it. This is my random thought. I'll see you on the next thought. Peace.